Duško, welcome to Hodl TV. You're one of the advisors for AirPod. Can you just briefly introduce yourself? Tell us who you are.
So my name is Duško Pavasović. I'm an advisor with AirPod. I'm a chess grandmaster and I'm a high-stakes poker player. And lately I'm just advising in cryptos. I'm a crypto enthusiast, you could say.
Interesting. Yeah. High-stakes poker player.
Yeah, I was for the last 15 years. For me it was a logical move from being a chess grandmaster to move into poker, and now it's very trendy to move from poker to crypto.
So more of a strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
Question. So my question is, just to start off, what would you say is the single most important question an investor should ask himself or herself before investing in AirPod, in the ICO?
Actually, the most important question, which nobody actually asks, is just one. It's, does this business model work?
Right.
Just this. If it works, if people will use these pods on the airports or in the shopping malls or wherever, then this is just one of the best ICOs you can imagine.
Well, people are already using these pods. These pods have been present since
Exactly. It's not a bluff, as I have said. They are using. There are competitors on the market. Of course, this pod is just another level, another generation, so it cannot be compared to the pods that are on the market at this moment. But the pods are there. They are being used, and if they are being used, I mean, this pod will just rock the market. Fantastic.
So why did you decide to join as an advisor to AirPod specifically?
Well, actually, first I heard about AirPod from a friend of mine, and I was intrigued by their token model, which I still think is very special. I was advising in another ICO at that time, and you know, Slovenia is not a big country. We have a bunch of ICOs all the time.
Sure.
We are a very inventive nation, and I came across Grega. He's the CEO. We set up a meeting, went through the numbers, and actually I really liked what I saw and wanted to join, and also Grega saw that I could be of some additional value to the project.
So you saw the numbers, you saw the product?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't still see the product, but I know what the product is. And it's like, you know, I've been asking around my friends, colleagues, and wanted to get to the bottom if they would actually use it, you know, these pods, you know. I personally would. I've been traveling a lot. And I hate breaking my back on these uncomfortable chairs in the airports.
Sure.
And I'm not but still I wasn't such a frequent traveler that I would go to a lounge, for example, to be there. But if you have 2-3 hours in between flights, I mean, what are you going to do?
Right.
There's just so much you can do. Have a cup of coffee, read a book. This feels like it can be used, you know.
Sure.
It looks good to me.
If you have an overnight flight, especially and you're tired.
Exactly, you know. And also, Grega will probably tell you about this, but it's not like it's a blind shot, you know. He compared to other similar projects all over the world, you know. There are some out there already, and he actually knows what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a bluff.
Well, we'll definitely talk about that, the competitors. But in terms of this ICO, what do you think, you know, you decided to be an advisor, what do you think a potential investor should ask him or herself? What's the single most question someone should ask before investing in any ICO, not just AirPod, right now? You know, ICOs have a bad rep right now, so.
Yeah, okay, it's like this, you know, half a year or let's say a year ago, you could just blindly throw money into ICOs and everything would make X something. And nowadays it's different, you know. Nowadays you have, every day you have 100 tokens coming to life. And you have a bunch of ICOs, you know. It's a most popular way of collecting funds, funding a startup nowadays.
Right.
So if you are a potential investor and you want to obviously want to invest in such a way that you will make some kind of a profit. what you have to look at with ICOs. First, you have to look at, of course, what the team is, what the product is, what their token metrics are, how much they are raising. You know, for example, me personally, I really hate projects which are raising, I don't know, 100 million. I mean, why do you need 100 million? What are you going to do? Are you going to build something? I never understood this mentality, you know.
Sure.
I think like this: if an ICO is collecting funds, they have to collect so much funds that they just start up,
Right.
you know, so that they can start this business. And once the business is set, it has to start generating funds and expanding.
Right.
You know, and these ICOs that are collecting a lot of money, you know, they're collecting like, okay, we are collecting so that we can expand for the next 20 years. I mean, you have to prove your worth once you're on the market. That's
Sure.
what I think. So if I would give one single advice for an investor, what to ask himself before investing in ICOs, it's most likely, I don't know. There is not one single advice. You have to ask what is the hype about it, what is the team like, what is the token, how much they are collecting, what their product is about. Does this business model work at all?
Of course.
You know,
of course.
has this been done already?
Sure,
Does it
sure.
solve some kind of a problem?
Sure.
Like a bunch of questions. You know.
Well, you just mentioned the 100 million,
Yeah.
you know, ICO raising projects. We know about Envion, for example, and the problems that they encountered. But also, this is one side of the problem where a team can just dissipate and there's all kinds of problems internally. But prices of ICOs have hit the floor nowadays. So previous ICOs that have gone up, you know, prices
Yeah.
are down. Why do you think that this is going to happen to AirPod? I mean, do you think this can happen to this company that you're advising?
Well,
After the ICO?
I'm almost certain that it will not happen to AirPods.
Why?
First of all, because I'm advising, and but mostly it's because AirPod has the token has such strong incentive to hold, not to sell.
The token itself.
Yeah, it
this
has,
is token, not product. This is
The token model.
Right.
You know, it's done in such a way that it just for the contributor to sell. I wouldn't sell. I would just hold. You know, because after a year of holding these tokens, you are given the opportunity to exchange the tokens for direct profit from your chosen pods, and this profit is for lifetime. Imagine you are just you have your retirement fund like
this
this.
is a specific model for the program, right? This is a
This is a
sponsorship
very
program.
specific, yes,
right,
it's a
and
very
we'll talk
specific
about
product.
this as well.
It hasn't been seen, and actually, this is what got me drawn into AirPod, because I think this kind of models are the future for ICOs, and also, you know, cryptos backed by asset. I think this is the future. And this, you will see many copies of this model in the future, 100%.
So are you an owner of one of the pods?
I'm not an owner yet, but I would love to have one, especially in my house, so I can hide away for a couple
Great.
of minutes.
What does the AirPod have that the other pods don't have?
Well, probably Grega will tell you more about this question, but generally it's a next generation sleeping pod. It cannot be compared to anything that's on the market at this moment. It has very innovative technologies inside of it. It looks better. You know, you don't want to be caught up in something that looks very
Okay,
bad.
so aesthetics.
Yes.
But it's software equipped. So
Yes,
it's
software equipped. You have internet inside. You have aromatherapy inside. You can smoke inside.
smoke
Because it's there is some kind of technology that the cells of nicotine cannot stay on the surface. So I mean, and also you have staff which is taking care of the pods so that they are clean all the time. You know, you don't want to be in the pod at the end of the day. You know, when 20 people have
Sure,
been inside before you, and all of these things have been taken into consideration.
Sure, those are all important factors. What would you say is the single most important factor the AirPod has to guarantee success?
Well, in the AirPods itself, it's two factors. One factor is the model of the token, which I think is great. Not many people get there actually because they stop at the first phase. But if you really read the light paper or the white paper, then you will see that it's really innovative and great. And the second,
so the token.
Token is
so the way the token is structured.
Yes,
what do you mean by that?
Like the way that it rewards the holders.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
It's very innovative, very special.
Right. So it's sponsorship program.
Yeah, the sponsorship program. It's a great thing. And the second most important thing is obviously the team. The team is very strong, very dedicated. They are hard workers. The CEO is really, working machine, and he also has a lot of experience with startups and in business in general. So, if anything makes me really positive that this can only be successful, it's for sure the team.
So internally things work.
Yes, perfectly.
Great. Thank you.
Welcome.
We hope you liked today's discussion and learned something new. If you like what we talked about today, subscribe to our YouTube channel, HODLtv.com, and enter a prize contest. Like our link below and answer a short question from our video. Today's contest question is, what is the name of the AirPods token? I'm Nina Cerar, this is Hodl TV, and remember, you are in control over your investment decisions. You can follow us on HODLtv.com, Steemit, YouTube, and Facebook. Hodl TV will airdrop 10 prizes worth $100 each in tokens from the company presented in our video. 10 additional prizes worth $100 each will be given to our subscribers that will fill out a short survey on HODLtv.com. If you would like us to present your project, contact us at info@HODLtv.com.